All right, first graders, chapter 3 and 4 from the case of the disappearing dinosaur. Now, if you haven't heard chapters 1 and chapters 2, go ahead and hit the back button up in your window and click that one, okay? In Clever, it will say, Mr. Bernsteiner, read aloud chapters 1 and 2. Make sure you hear those two first, okay? This is chapters 3 and chapters 4. Thanks for tuning in. All right, here we go. Chapter, gotta find the page, give me a second. Whoop, too far. Chapter 3, lining up the clues. Mila looked over to the contents of the purse. She folded the money neatly and placed it back inside the purse. She returned the rubber bands, lipstick, and loose change, then snapped the purse shut. What about the rest? Joey wondered. Mila didn't answer. Instead, she read the piece of paper. It was a list, written in a sloppy scrawl. Is that a clue? Ralphie asked. It's a shopping list, Mila replied. And a clue! So is this, I pointed at the blue ticket stub. Too bad it's been ripped in half. I'm not sure I can read all of these words. All right, picture. There we go. Okay. Ooh, the list says wrapping paper, tape, card, candles, pick up cake with 3 exclamation marks. Joey peered over my shoulder. What's a turpan? The play Peter Pan has been showing this week at the Steamer 10 Theater, I answered. I know because my sister Hillary's in it. She plays one of the Lost Boys, go figure. Anyway, it's all she's been talking about for weeks. Mila pulled on her long black hair. March 11th. That's yesterday. But how's all this going to help us find the lady who lost the purse? Joey asked. Mysteries are like jigsaw puzzles, I told Joey. You keep looking at the pieces until they fit together. That's how you solve the case. For example, you said it was a lady's purse. We don't know that for sure, but most men don't carry purses, and I don't know any men who wear red lipstick. And no kid carries around that kind of cash, Ralphie noted. Holding the purse in her hand, Mila concluded, the person who lost this purse probably went to see Peter Pan last night. She studied the ticket stub once more. Puzzled, she read aloud, Any only? It could be the row, Joey suggested. Like you were the only one allowed to sit in IN row EE. Here's a picture. Before I could reply to that, a shout startled me. Hey, you rats! Give me back my mother's money! Bobby Solovsky jumped off his bicycle, letting it crash to the ground. I'll take that purse, he demanded. It belongs to my mom. Bobby snatched at the purse. Not so fast, cowboy, I said, stepping between Bobby and the purse. You'll have to prove it first. The first time I met Bobby Solovsky, I caught him trying to steal cheese doodles from my lunchbox. That was way back in preschool. But some things never change. Like my dad says, a zebra can't change his stripes. And Bobby Solovsky can't change his ways. He was as crooked as a plate of wet spaghetti and twice as slippery. Chapter 4. Something fishy. Picture? Prove it, Bobby repeated, his voice in disbelief. Prove it! The tips of his ears turned red with anger. Prove it was not what Bobby wanted to hear. Still looking at the 4 of us standing across from him, Bobby saw there would be no other way. Okay, I will prove it. He finally snapped back. Good, I answered. What was in the purse? Money. Gobs of it, Bobby replied. My mom's money, and I want it back. Every stinking penny. I let out a slow, sleepy yawn. Anybody could have guessed that, Solovsky. What else is in the purse? A smile visited Bobby's face. It looked lost there, like a tourist who'd taken the wrong bus. Smiles didn't usually find their way to Bobby's face. Smirks and sneers, yes. Smiles? Nope, not often. I repeated the question to Solovsky. He paused, thinking it over. Oh, yeah, I remember, Bobby said. Tickets! My mom and me went to see Peter Pan last night. There it was, that same fishy smile swimming across his face. Whoa. I didn't like the look of it. You? I exclaimed. Peter Pan? Bobby folded his arms across a New York Yankees t-shirt. Yeah, I always liked Twinkle Bell. Tinker Bell, Milo corrected him. Whatever, Solovsky snorted. Just hand over the green stuff. Sorry, Solovsky, I can't do that, I replied. There's something fishy about your story. What do fish have to do with this? Bobby protested. Both smell, I replied. Picture? I turned to Joey. Who else knows about this purse you found? Nobody, Joey answered. He bit his lip. Except, maybe we showed Mike Radcliffe and Eddie Becker, Ralphie added, and Geetha Nair and Kim Lewis and ... I raised my hand. Hold on. Is there anyone you didn't tell? Ralphie pointed at Bobby. Yeah, him. I knew that Mike Radcliffe was Bobby Solovsky's best friend, so I asked, did you show Mike and the others what was inside the purse? Joey nodded and sheepishly bleated, yes. Did I mess up? Mike Radcliffe is Bobby's neighbor, I pointed out. He could have easily told Bobby about the purse and what was inside of it. So what? Bobby protested. A spray of spit spewed from his mouth. Ugh. If I needed a shower, I would have taken one at home. Mike is my friend, Bobby said. Besides, it wasn't a secret. So what if he did tell me about the purse? Mike's a good guy. Obviously, you rats wanted to keep the money for yourselves. Save your breath, Solovsky. You're wasting air, I said. This is not your mom's purse. And you never went to see Peter Pan last night. How would you know? Bobby challenged. I swung an imaginary baseball bat in my hands. First, it's Tinkerbell, not Twinkle Bell. That's strike one. Anybody can make a little mistake, Bobby said. I shrugged. Maybe, yes, maybe no. Picture. Second, you said you saw the play last night. But look at this ripped ticket. It says I-N-E-E. The first three letters are missing. M, A, and T. This ticket is for the matinee only. Bobby stared blankly. I could tell I'd reached the outer limits of his vocabulary. A matinee is an afternoon show, Milo explained. You said you went last night. You lied, Solovsky. So if you didn't know, if you go see a movie and it's a matinee, that means it plays during the day, and it's usually a little bit cheaper. The tickets are. If you go see a movie at night, it's not considered a matinee. It's just fancy movie words. Anyways, back to the story. I swung the imaginary bat once again. Strike three, Bobby. You just whiffed the baseballs, or with the bases loaded. I said that wrong. Solovsky scratched his head, muttering to himself. He was trying to think of a clever reply. It looked like it put a strain on his brain. Finally, Bobby pointed at me and cried, I'll get you back for this, Jigsaw Jones. Sooner or later, I'll make you pay. We watched him ride off in silence. Then Ralphie slapped me on the back. Great work, Jigsaw. Joey still seemed troubled. Then whose purse is it? This shopping list might give us the answer, Mila said. Follow me, guys. I've got an idea. That is the end of Chapter 4. Stay tuned this week for Chapters 5, How the Cookie Crumbles, and Chapter 6, Go, Regs, Go. Coming soon. See you later, first graders. Thanks for watching.